Finally, someone is suing that billionaire Nelson Peltz and all the trouble that he's made for the Walt Disney Company. Let's talk about the McWhorter Foundation's lawsuit against Peltz here on That Park Place. Hello, I am Jonas J. Campbell, an investigative reporter for That Park Place, and Vash, I'm serving you with a lawsuit for stock manipulation.
Again.
Oh man.
Stock manipulation. Yeah, that's
maybe that's a little too close to home. The McWhorter Foundation, this out of Global Newswire, which is of course where people send their announcements to be published by someone else. The McWhorter Foundation to sue Nelson Peltz and Trian Partners for market manipulation. CK McWhorter protecting millennial and Gen Z shareholder interests and exposing short-term tactics. What a title, that news release right there. Palm Beach, Florida, March 29th, in a groundbreaking move. By the way, they're describing themselves as groundbreaking. Move aimed at preserving economic integrity and ensuring the long-term sustainability of market practices. The McWhorter Foundation today announces its intent to initiate legal proceedings against any entities or individuals engaging in luxury market manipulation tactics that threaten the economic stability and shareholder values of companies like the Walt Disney Company. Any of them. Oh, wow. That seems very far-reaching there.
I would agree. Seems a little broad. We have seen the shareholder lawsuits come out against like the Walt Disney Company, for example. We've seen shareholder lawsuits come out against, I don't know, Six Flags and Cedar Fair, for example. But they usually don't necessarily go anywhere because a lot of this stuff is really difficult to prove.
Yes, I would agree. And market manipulation is such a difficult idea to put forward, unless there is literally a tweet somewhere that says we are engaging in market manipulation. I think that Peltz and Perlmutter already had his shares in the Walt Disney Company. So does this exclude Peltz from the market altogether and his strategy if he's not allowed to say that he is engaging in a proxy fight? Should he be very silent in his fight to get control of the Walt Disney Company here? I don't know. I think that might go from market manipulation into a free speech issue, which might be the countersuit. I don't know here, but let's take a look at some of the McWhorter Foundation's charges. Exposing short-term gains at the expense of long-term stability. Okay, so that's a loaded statement right there. Recent developments have raised alarms about strategies that prioritize immediate returns over sustainable growth and economic health. Oh, so they must be talking about the recent Disney Plus moves that Bob Iger has been making. I'm confused here. Let's continue on. The foundation highlights the inherent risks of market manipulation, including misleading information dissemination and other deceptive practices that can harm uninformed investors and destabilize the market. This is the thing here. Harming uninformed investors and destabilizing the market. Destabilizing the market, first of all, this is one company. How does it destabilize the entire market to say that the Walt Disney Company should be run better and they would be better to have whoever it is on the board? I think that is more a difference of opinion. I don't think this is going anywhere. These tactics not only endanger the investment landscape, but also undermine the trust and value of venerable institutions. Oh, there we go. Like Disney, which has a significant impact on global culture and entertainment. There we are. He doesn't like the idea that Disney might actually have to, shift back to the way they used to be maybe 5 years ago. Instead, we want to have this Disney Plus era here where they talk about all the things that are hip with the California Disney script writers out there. Forgive me if I'm letting my opinion show through your hair. Vash, you have something to say?
Well, no, I was just going to mention that wasn't it Larry Fink from BlackRock said, hey, you got to be forced to change, right? And we've seen how Disney can be used as an arm to enact change on the cultural level by politically ideological activists, right? And there's another actual post by McWhorter here, suggesting that Nelson Peltz's outdated ideologies and advocates for sustainable inclusivity in corporate leadership and how diversity is a moral imperative. It's a sound business strategy, and all these different things. And it's like, okay, yeah, like diversity is obviously a great thing. Diversity of thought and even diversity of background is an amazing thing. But when you necessarily prioritize that to maybe the exclusion of some people who are otherwise qualified for the job but don't actually fit a quota, that can actually do really be damaging for your business. And so
Right.
it's this kind of talk from this this website right here.
Right. I'm reminded of that moment in the Avengers where Loki comes and says he brings peace, and Samuel L. Jackson famously says, "I kind of think you mean the other thing." When someone like BlackRock says diversity, I'm going to say, "I kind of think you mean the other thing." Uh, Actual diversity, we have no problem with. And I think it is a good business case to have diversity at a company. But it doesn't seem like that's actually what the Disney company is up to here. It seems
Right.
like non-diversity, but in the other direction, the kind of non-diversity that they like. I'm not going to go through this entire thing here, but I will, however, switch over to the McWhorter Foundation website. And guys, I'm reminded of a time that I went on Soren, but I was supposed to read tiny little information on the screen. And if you think this is a zooming issue, I'm gonna zoom this in and see if we can get a better view here. I'm gonna give you some design notes here. CK, if you're watching this, because we're covering you, you might have a problem here. In order to read your logo here and to read this tiny little text, I had to blow it up to this level, and all of your stuff over here and your multi-million-dollar foundation's website gets all jacked up. McWhorter Foundation, you need something behind here in order to make sure your logo is visible at all times. You've got some word wrap issues here. There's some problems there. Again, I'm a little YouTube channel, so I can afford to be in this realm right here. So, point out what you want about me. I'm not a multi-million-dollar corporation. And here, a nonprofit organization committed to promoting solutions to end poverty, disease, and inequity around the world. That's great. It doesn't sound like you're in it to make money here. So maybe if you're talking about someone who's trying to make money, I'll leave that comment to myself. We work together with civilians, businesses, governments, and organizations. Each partner plays a specific role in accelerating progress. Big white donate button down here. That's a little bit messy. Oh man, that's a great picture there though.
It is.
The thing that I want to point out is right here. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 logos on your website. You have a shopping cart over here. The only thing you have is your chairman of the board, which I'm going to click that. There you are. Yep. That's a picture of you. That's great. That doesn't really tell us much about you. We've got merchandise. If someone happens to want McWhorter Foundation merchandise, okay. And someone can apply to work for you. The thing that
is it password protected though, or
I don't think it is. The thing I want to say here is I would like more substance to your argument here. I'm not saying this because of you coming out against Trian Partners or the Disney company here, but this smacks of a PR move to me, and I would love to be proven wrong. If there is more context that we need here, please leave it in the comment section down below. Of course, like this video if you like this video, and consider sharing out That Park Place for all the news that should be fun.
Thanks for watching That Park Place News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.